one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
The Associated Press brings us this story. A federal judge has dismissed part of a lawsuit that accused police of violating constitutional protections when they fatally shot a man after showing up at the wrong address in response to a domestic violence call. I did the story on this one initially. The shooting of Robert Dotson in the northwestern New Mexico city of Farmington, remember that one? Prompted a civil lawsuit by his family members, though public prosecutors found there was no basis to pursue criminal charges against officers after a review of events. The suit alleged that the man was deprived of his civil rights and officers acted unreasonably. Hearing a knock at the door on April 5th of 2023, Dotson put on a robe, went downstairs, and grabbed a handgun before answering. It was really late at night. Police outside shined a flashlight as Dotson appeared and raised the firearm before three officers opened fire, killing him. Dotson did not shoot. Ultimately, given the significant threat Dotson posed when he pointed his firearm at officers, the immediacy of that threat, the proximity between Dotson and the defendant officers, and considering that the events unfolded in only a few seconds, the court finds that the defendant officers reasonably applied deadly force, says U.S. District Court Judge Matthew Garcia in his court opinion. The judge also said the officers were entitled, under the circumstances, to qualified immunity, special legal protections that prevent people from suing over claims that police or government workers violated their constitutional rights. The opinion was published May 15th of this year. The same day, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled unanimously in a separate case that courts should weigh the totality of circumstances and not just a moment of threat when judging challenges to police shootings under the Fourth Amendment. Tom Clark, one of the Dotson family attorneys, said the lawsuit against Farmington police will move forward on another claims under tort law and provisions of the New Mexico Civil Rights Act, which limits immunity for police and other government agencies. California has that too, a limitation on QI. Defense attorneys said in court filings that the officers acted reasonably under the totality of circumstances, noting that they repeatedly knocked and announced that police had arrived, and saying Dotson posed an imminent threat of death or great bodily harm to the police. Philip Stinson, a professor of criminal justice at Bowling Green State University in Ohio, said on Tuesday that court evaluations of police immunity in shootings sometimes lead to results that end up leaving you scratching your head. Here, the court is saying the police made a mistake, but in that moment, they were confronted with a decision to use deadly force, he said. He went on, I don't think this is the last word in this case. That's that Bowling Green professor. Lawyers for Dotson's family emphasized that police were at the wrong address and that he was likely blinded by the flashlight. That's right, with little inkling that police were there. And they do, right in your face, they do. They said officers did not give him sufficient time to comply with commands as an officer shouted, hey, hands up. According to the lawsuit, Dotson's wife, wearing only a robe, came downstairs after hearing the shots and found her husband lying in the doorway. She fired outside, not knowing who was out there. All she knows is her husband got shot. Police fired 19 rounds, but missed her. Thank God they missed her. So she comes downstairs after hearing bang, bang, bang. Her husband's lying in the doorway. There's a gun. What does she do? She's going to defend him. That's right, because she don't know what the hell is going on. But there's a lot of unknown variables in this case. Like, did they knock and announce police? Police? Did they give him time to comply, or did they just shoot? And the thing about the light in his eyes, they do. They don't care. They shine that right in your eyes because cops are too freaking stupid to read the box when they buy these flashlights or they're issued these flashlights. They're too stupid to read the box that says, do not shine directly into the eyes. But cops are too stupid to read that. They are. They're stupid. These cops that do that now. If you don't ever do, you go, I don't do that. Then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these freaking idiot moronic idiots that put it right in your eyes. And I'd like to walk over, grab that cop's flashlight, and beat him in the head with it. Yeah. And say, okay, I'm going to lose my eyesight, but guess what? You're going to lose your medulla oblongata because you're stupid. Sorry, that's one of my pet peeves is cops that are just stupid. That's one of my pet peeves. Just stupidity. I don't, yeah, I don't deal with stupidity very well. Not even my own. That. But I digress. There are a lot of unknown variables in this case, but one of the variables that we do know, and is well known, they were at the wrong address. They weren't even at the right house.